game. So bishop b5, Ruy Lopez, and black move knight to f6. Now we have Berlin defense. That's a book move. Castle d6. Instead of d6, actually black can take the pawn, and if I move rook to e1, we can move knight to d6, attacking the bishop. Take, 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 and we can move bishop to e7. If queen to e2, for example, we can take the bishop. Either rook or the queen take the bishop, or take the knight, we can castle, because our bishop is not under attack anymore. So yeah, and let's say, yeah, I mean, if I take the knight first, we can take the pawn, knight e5, can still play bishop e7. This is quite good for black in terms of opening. So black played d6. This is a little like passive, and white can push the d pawn straight away because white has already castle. Black has the king still at this center file, so white can open the center as soon as possible. So c3 is a little bit slow. Like black can still take the pawn. Black play bishop e7, rook e1, d4, and take a6, kick the bishop, bishop back to a4. Instead of d5, I would consider like b5 first. Then we can develop this light square bishop to b7, aiming at e4. So d5. I think the problem with d5 is after e5, our knight has to move, for example, to e4 and later knight c3. I think we have to take that. And white will have a very strong center pawn and also an open semi-open file. And the bishop can move to c2 and the queen to d3, attack h7 as well. So yeah, and this is how the game develop. I think black must take the knight because bishop b4, that is a mistake. What if white take the knight? And if you take the knight, I can win a pawn. If you take my rook and bishop to g5, attack the queen. The queen has to move, for example, to e8 and opening queen. So this is so devastating. And also knight g5, queen g5, and white is winning. Black cannot stop this checkmate, or queen c1, queen g5. White have so many ways to attack the black king. Let's say, oh, king to h8 is not possible. Yeah. So if f6 and take the pawn, if like pawn take, you can take that as well. Take and take the bishop. So yeah, the rook is pinned and white is better in material. So, but in this game, white play bishop to d2, exchange. I would take that with the pawn actually to kick the bishop. b5, bishop to b3, bishop to g4, kick the bishop, queen d3 to unpin the knight. That's good. And b4, and I will move the knight to a5 and c4 instead. So this is the outpost. I think the knight can control. So b4 actually make the knight being attacked again, and white can win the pawn, right? White can win the pawn, win the b4 pawn. But white didn't take that. Queen to c6, but this pawn is take that. Queen to g5. Be aware of rook d2. Take the pawn. No, I think we should play rook c2 to defend this g2 and the second rank. Taking the pawn, actually, what about rook d2? Maybe we have to play f4, then we lose this pawn, and queen f2, knight g3. This is dangerous. Oh, rook c2 is a mistake, and queen g2, that's a mate. F4 is the only move to keep the g2 pawn safe. Yeah. And that's a checkmate. That's it.